Hey everybody, it's DJ Jer, and we're going to do a little shop time today. Today we're going to talk about cables, DMX cables, XLR cables. Now people always ask, can you use XLR cables for audio cables? Can you use them for DMX? The answer is yes, you can. One thing to keep in mind is there is a difference between audio cables and DMX cables. The biggest difference is the frequencies that these cables, that they have inside them, or the frequencies that they pass. So your audio cables, yes, they will work as DMX. I would recommend getting actual DMX cables for your DMX signals. You know, the biggest thing that you're going to run into if you're using audio cables is because that frequency levels are different, it could cause some interference in your lighting. So if you're ever working in some DMX mode and your light's not working the way it should be, or it's not reacting the way it should be, it's probably because the frequencies that are going through this cable, through your audio cable, are not matching up with the DMX. So again, DMX, yes, you can use audio cables. If you have any frequency issues, you're going to have troubles running your lights. So always make sure you try and buy DMX cables. Get good DMX cables. A lot of your distributors, you know, a lot of them are going to have DMX cables. Some of your companies that just carry XLR cables are going to try to sell you XLR cables, audio cables, as DMX cables. So make sure you're working with a good distributor who's going to give you good quality DMX cables when you're working with DMX. Now the other thing to think about is what do you do if you don't want to use XLR cables or DMX cables? You can get battery powered, I'm sorry, not battery powered, but you can get battery powered. You can get wireless signaled DMX. And the Freedom series that Chauvet's got, like the Freedom RGBA, this light is actually wireless DMX, and it runs through the Di-Fi, which is their system of wireless DMX. One thing I would recommend, just to be safe, you know, if you do run these in Di-Fi, I would also recommend having DMX cables, because sometimes you have different frequencies with facilities, and you might have some interference. You might have to run DMX, or you might have to run DMX cables. Again, I would recommend having these on hand, even if you are running them wirelessly, just to be safe. And you'll be happy that you did, because sometimes just by plugging this into your DMX system with the cable, sometimes it'll reset the light so it's not having the frequency channel issues through the wireless DMX. So again, biggest difference, yes, wireless DMX, to me, that's the way to go. But also make sure that you do have good DMX cables. And again, audio cables, will they work? Yes, they will. There's always that myth of will they work, will they not work? They will work, but they're not the most recommended cable to use because of the frequencies that go through each individual cable, such as your DMX to your audio. So keep that in mind when you're picking up DMX cables. Again, this is DJ Jer. I'm here with the Disc Jockey News today, and just giving you a little shop time. If you have questions, feel free to get a hold of me. You can reach me at jeremy@djjer.com. Again, it's jeremy@djjer.com. Thanks for watching.